Angel baby.
Yeah.
Hey y'all, it's Angel baby. Happy Wednesday. Today is Waistbead Wednesdays. We're gonna talk a little bit about Waistbeads, just a little bit. But before we get into it, take the time, make sure you subscribe. I am new to YouTube, but I'm here to stay. I've got a lot of good stuff coming. If you haven't already, make sure you go view my intro video where I explain to you who I am, what you can expect on my channel. I'm super excited. But anyway, it's Waistbead Wednesday. Waistbead Wednesday. Something I want to try and do every Wednesday. I want to talk waist beads. Many people don't know this about me, but I am a business owner. My business is Touched by Angel LLC. I've had my business now for almost 3 years. It's been almost 3 years that I've been in business. I do waist beads, bracelets, necklaces. I crochet hats like this beanie that I have on. I also do bucket hats, and I make blankets as well, like the lovely blue one that's on the back of my chair. However, when I started my business, I did start with waist beads. So what I want to start doing every Wednesday, we are either going to make waist beads together or we're going to talk waist beads. I will talk to you about different products that I use, because a lot of people have asked me that. What kind of string do you use? What kind of beads do you use? What kind of tools do you use? And you're in luck, because today I'm going to talk a little bit about why I got into waist beads, why waist beads are important, a little bit about the history of waist beads, and before the end of the video, I'll actually tell you my favorite string to use. I've tried a lot. I only do tie-on waist beads now. I don't do elastic ones anymore unless it's a very, 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 very special request. I prefer the tie-on ones, plus they're more authentic in my mind and heart. All waist beads matter, but I prefer to do the tie-on ones. And I'll also show you a couple of tools that I use. I'll even put in the description where I get my string from. Now, this is the string that works for me. Everybody's different. You should get a string that works for you, but I will share that with you all today. So, I've had a lot of people ask me, why waist beads? Why do you make waist beads? I have been making waist beads for, I've had my business almost 3 years, so about 5-6 years, I'd say I've been making waist beads. I studied the history of them, because people that know me know anything I do, I put a lot of research and time into it. I don't just wake up and say, hey, I'm going to do this. I want to take time, research it. When it comes down to waist beads, they have a long history. Waist beads originated roughly around mid-15th century in African culture. At the time, they were used for many different things, depending on what tribe they were utilized in. A lot of women used them for spiritual reasons, metaphysical reasons, for fertility assistance. One big thing, though, when it came to waist beads at that time, they weren't seen by anyone but that person's life partner. That was it. They were worn under the clothes. Women also used them to track weight loss and gain. In a lot of tribes, women got their first pair of waist beads when they were born, and then they changed them as they continued to grow all throughout life. Now, as time has gone on, waist beads have grown a lot. They are widespread now. They are all over the place, for spiritual reasons, for fashion reasons. A lot of women will use them to still track weight gain and loss, because the good thing about waist beads, we as women, we hold water, right? We retain liquid. That's just what we do. And a lot of times when the scale is not moving, your inches are. So a good way to track your weight loss and gain is by the rise and fall of your beads. Usually when your beads are rising, you've either gained weight or you're bloated. And then when you lose weight, you are no longer bloated, or you have lost weight, lost inches. So they're very helpful for that, but they're used for fashion reasons as well. As I mentioned, I do tie-on waist beads. So those are the permanent ones. You tie them on, you tie them in a knot, you cut the extra off, and then they don't come off unless they pop or they get too big and they roll off. I'm a firm believer that waist beads pop when they've served their purpose, and or they weren't properly taken care of, and or not tied properly, but that's okay. I have a tutorial for tying waist beads. I will be posting that soon if I haven't already. I don't think that I did. If I haven't, I'll make sure I post it. When it comes down to myself and getting to where I wanted to sell waist beads, I started making them after I researched them for a long time, and I was like, you know what? I want to make these for people, because the good thing about waist beads, they make a woman feel beautiful. They make a woman feel sexy. They make a woman feel a lot of different things, and I wanted to help women feel that way. I'm big on body positivity. One thing about me too, my waist beads, I don't charge extra based off the size. They are a part of my business. With me being big on body positivity, I didn't want to charge extra. for bigger sizes. Now that's my business, my decision, my pig, my farm. Not everybody is that way, and that's okay. I can't tell anyone how to run their business, but as for me, I'm not charging a different price based off different sizes, right? So that's a little bit about how I started making them. And then as I continued to make them, I was told, hey, you should make a business out of this. So that's what I did. Within time, as I mentioned, I make bracelets, I make necklaces, I also crochet hats like the beanie on my head. I do the trending ruffled bucket hats. I make those too. I also make like just regular flip beanies, and I make blankets. But anyway, back to Waistbeads because it's Waistbead Wednesday. I've had a lot of people ask me, Angel, what kind of string do you use, right? So the string that I prefer is this string. It's polyester string. It is actually fairly thin. It's very thin string. You'll notice that here, right? So with this string being so thin, I actually wrap it 10 times. So it has 10 strands in each of my waist beads. That would make it very, very hard to break, because you'll notice when it's just one strand, talking's hard, y'all. When it's one strand, it pops really easy, right? But because I make it to where it's 10, let me see if I can do this without the normal way that I wrap it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even with it being 5, I'll leave it there. So this is 5 strands, right? And I do 10. Notice how it doesn't break as easy as it did if it was 1. And I'll show you again. This is not me not trying to break it. It breaks. So I do it where it's 10 strands in each one. I will share the link of who I get my string through. I actually purchased it through an amazing woman. Her name is MaddieMayshop on Etsy. MaddieMayshop on Etsy. This string is the one she imported directly from Ghana, and those are the strands that are made on that side, mostly with this kind of string. There are a lot of people that use stretchy string. There are some people that use hemp string for waist beads. I've gone through many different kinds. That hurt a little bit, y'all. Ow. Different people use different kind of strings. I just prefer to use that one. It's not, did I say polyester? It's cotton, 100% merchandised cotton, not polyester, child. But I like this string because I notice it's good quality. The good thing about it is too, when you wear permanent waist beads, they get wet, right? With this string, it's the only one I've noticed that does not mold. It doesn't breed mold. So that is why I prefer to use this string. But everybody's different. So I've had people that ask me about it. MaddieMayshop on Etsy. I'll put that in the description of this video so that you can purchase that string. You can tie it out. Again, please make sure if you're here with me, you subscribe to my channel, press the bell so you're notified when I go live again. Every Wednesday, I'll be talking about something different dealing with waist beads. We'll be having a conversation about it. I may even make some on live with you. I have to figure out my setup with that because I like for you to see my face. But even if I'm making them down here while I'm talking to you and then I can hold them up as I finish, I think I can do that. We'll figure it out. I'm going to see how I feel about that. I want to make sure that aesthetically it's pleasing while you're still able to see my face, and we can have a conversation together as we continue on this journey. I'll also start showing you all different tools that I use. I've had people ask me over the years, hey, can you do a tutorial? Can you explain it to me? Can you show me? Can you have a class? And I want to find a way to help more people. I feel that we all can grow and eat together. Just because we do the same thing doesn't mean it has to be competition. I believe more in collaboration than competition because at the end of the day, it's a whole lot of people in this world. We can't make waist beads for, cook for, make jewelry for, do hair for, do nails for every single person in the world. So what do I gain from gatekeeping information? I feel that we can grow together. So I'm going to be taking my time, helping however I can. I'm going to try and do tutorials with both waist beads and with crochet. Now, I mentioned I haven't been crocheting for a long amount of time. Ooh, child. I haven't been crocheting for a long amount of time, but I have learned a lot in a little bit of time. So I want to share that between YouTube University and one of my dear friends, Harley. I was able to learn a lot. So we'll talk about crocheting too. I believe next time we do Waistbead Wednesday, we should make a strand together. So I'll make a strand of waist beads. I want you all to tell me, what colors would you like to see? I'd like that. Tell me what colors you'd like to see. That's something I used to do all the time. Have people tell me a color, and then I would make the waist beads from those colors. If you tell me what colors you want me to use, next time I do Waistbead Wednesday next week, we can make that strand together, and I can show you the finished product when I am done. All right. Now, it's other tools that I use. I'm going to save that for another week. If you have any questions about waist beads, anything you'd like to know about waist beads, even if you'd like to order waist beads, whatever it is you'd like to know, waist bead wise, I know a lot about a lot. I know a little bit about a lot of things. That's the right way to say that. I know a little bit about a lot of things. So I'll help however I can. I love to help. I love to assist in whatever way possible. And I mentioned to y'all in my first video, but for those that didn't see it, I'm going to mention it again. I'm not perfect. I don't plan to ever be perfect. You're not going to see perfect when you come to this channel. So I misspeak a lot because I start talking fast and my words just go all over the place. I don't have a cute background. You notice this background is my house. This is me. I have on a Nickelodeon shirt and a beanie that I made. But I just want to give you raw and uncut Angel. In the flesh, bare bones. So that you can see I am a real person, right? Now, I may pop on here one day with some lashes and stuff. You never know, but more often than not, you're going to see me like this. And that's okay, because we're going to have a lot of conversations about different things. I'm going to try to do every Wednesday, Waistbead Wednesday. I'm also going to try to start doing Mondays, Mindful Mondays. You'll notice that I posted a short on Monday. I'm big on positivity and affirmations. Now, not everything's going to be positive. We're going to talk about some real stuff together. But I do want to start doing that. So be on the lookout for that. I'm thinking of other things that I would like to do. I don't want to clash, though, with my brother and my sister because they have an amazing channel, KBConnection. I'll put that in my description as well. So be on the lookout for their episodes. Listen, they talk about some real stuff, too. So we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out together. But if you've watched this far, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Please make sure, if you have not already, subscribe to my channel, comment, like, tell me where you're from. Again, tell me any questions, any thoughts, concerns you may have when it comes to waist beads. Any way that I can help, I will. Make sure you tap the bell as well so you'll be notified next time that I am live. I'm looking forward to seeing you all again very, very soon. I'm also trying to think of what I can put together for Fridays or Saturdays. I have different topics that I talk about, but I don't want to get too adult-ish. Just yet. I gotta ease y'all in. I can't just throw it all on you at one time. But anyway, again, thank you if you've watched this far. I appreciate you for being here with me. That means the world to me. I'm working on my camera setup too, so if I'm not looking right at you, it's okay. We're figuring it out. We're figuring this out together. But I love you all. I say that from the bottom of my heart. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others, because kindness is free and we all deserve kindness. All right? See you next time. Bye. Angel baby.
Yeah.